Endurance Sweat here with my comprehensive guide to Zwift's Ride Ons. Even if you've only been riding on Zwift for a short while, you've seen the blue thumbs up icon swirling over riders' heads. And you've probably received and even given a few ride-ons. Ride-ons are such a fundamental part of the Zwift experience. In this video, we'll go over the reasons to give ride-ons, the many multiple ways to give ride-ons both while we're riding on Zwift and after, some ways to increase the number of ride-ons we receive, the surprising connection between ride-ons and drops, and the achievement badges that you can earn by giving and receiving ride-ons. Have you ever wondered what's in those bulging rear pockets of riders on Zwift? Why, they're ride-ons. Okay, there's a lot to cover, so let's get right to it. The most straightforward way to give a ride-on is to click on the name of a rider on the right-hand side of the game screen. When you do, you'll now be watching that rider, and a ride-on icon will appear next to that rider's name. Just click on that icon, and you'll see a blue ride-on icon swirl over the rider's head. To get back to your own view, you have three choices. You can click Back to Me on the bottom left-hand corner of the game screen, or click Back to Me on the bottom left-hand corner of the companion app, or you can click on your own name on the right-hand side of the screen. On the companion app, you can give out 5 ride-ons all at once by tapping on your icon on the companion app map screen. Zwift will give out 5 ride-ons to riders or runners nearby. You can also give a ride-on to one rider by tapping on one white circle and then tapping on the ride-on icon. But you won't know which particular rider you gave a ride-on to. And then tap on the map anywhere else to remove that icon from the map. While we're talking about giving ride-ons on the companion app, I should make a note to avoid any confusion. There is a ride-on icon on the action bar at the bottom, and if you press it, you'll hear. That's not the same as giving a ride-on to a particular rider. It's just shouting out. Ride on. To give a ride-on to a particular rider, on the companion app, switch to the Zwifters screen, and it will show the riders nearby or the riders that you follow. Tap on anyone's name, and the opportunity to give that person a ride-on will show up at the bottom of the screen. Just tap on the icon, and that person will get a ride-on. And then you can return back to the map screen. When you're not riding, you can still give ride-ons to Zwifters that you follow by using the companion app. Just tap the ride-on icon under the Zwifting Now bar, and it will give ride-ons to multiple Zwifters that you follow who are riding. You can also give ride-ons to riders after they've finished their rides, just to show that you support them. Go to the Zwift activity feed page, and you'll see rides that your followers have done. If the ride-on icon is blue, you've already given that rider a ride-on. If it's transparent, then you can still give them a ride-on. Just click on the icon and it turns blue. Ride on. You can do the same on the companion app. Click on the activities icon. If you've already given the Zwifter a ride on, the ride on icon in the top right-hand corner will be great. If it's blue, you can give them a ride on. Ride on. Another location on the companion app where you can give ride-ons is under the activities bar. Under this bar, it will show riders that are Zwifting now or riders that have completed rides. Just tap on the ride-on icons to give them a ride-on. So many different ways. There are a number of things that you can do to increase the number of ride-ons that you'll receive. First and foremost, give a lot of ride-ons. When you give ride-ons, many Zwifters are likely to reciprocate. Secondly, is to increase your followers, since people that follow you are most likely to give you ride-ons, either in-game or even after you finish riding. To get new followers, request to follow them, and they are likely to reciprocate. A third way to get more ride-ons is to join group rides and join a particular group regularly. When Zwifters see you showing up regularly for the rides, they're very likely to give you ride-ons. This is especially true if you append the group name to your own Zwift name, so they'll easily recognize you. There's a surprising connection between ride-ons and drops. When you get a ride-on, your drop rate doubles. More money to spend in the drop shop on frames and wheels. You'll notice that when you get a ride-on icon will appear in your drops earnings bar on the top of the screen. There you go. I've gotten the ride-on, and you can see my drop rate has increased. There are 4 achievement badges associated with ride-ons. You're popular. You'll receive that badge when you receive 10 ride-ons during a ride. Ride-on is when you give 3 ride-ons during a ride. Big fan is when you give 30 ride-ons during a ride. And fan club is when you give 100 ride-ons during a single ride. Here are a couple of additional online resources that you may find helpful. I'll include the links in the video description. I hope you found this video helpful. If you've had, please click on the thumbs up icon and consider subscribing to my channel. While I'm not Zwifting or making YouTube videos, I actually get out in the real world and do a ride once in a while. You might be interested in my video on my latest 200-kilometer ride, the Castle 200. That's all for now. From Endurance Sweat, train hard and have fun.